Charlie from Sled Strength. Today we're going to break down how to improve your agility on the field. So if you look at agility, we split it into two main components or concepts. We've got change of direction mechanics and perception, your ability to perceive. So that's more of a psychomotor skill. So if we break down change of direction, this is where we look at shuffle patterns, so being able to shuffle side to side. A crossover pattern was the same, so crossing over the body, and then different steps to re-accelerate, steps to acceleration. So you look at like your drop step, jab step, so on and so forth. We can also look at the change of direction at our ability to decel or decelerate and also re-accelerate from those positions. So it's important that we learn these in a closed environment and then opening them up to more open reactive environments. But we have to learn the skills of each component in isolation, so then we know how to position our body and use these tools to then get out of sticky situations and evade defenders. And then if we look at our perception side, we have a few different components there as well. So to start off with, where we usually see the performance piece unfortunately stop is reaction to non-specific stimuli. So that could be a clap, a light, a cone, someone pointing. So yes, that is reactive, and we might be using some of these movement patterns, but it's not specific to what we're actually doing in the sport itself or what we're actually reacting to. We then move down the chain after we've got some context with those non-specific reactions to our specific reactions. So this could be, for example, in the game of rugby, reacting to a defender or a single player. One-on-ones, two-on-ones, changing the constraints of drills to make it in the different sort of patterns we want to see in game-based scenarios. A perfect way is to get more specific with reaction work. And then we finally come into game context. So this would be where we have multiple players or with the ball in hand, anything where we're reacting to game stimulus. It could be, for example, in rugby, around a ruck. We might have the spacing's different depending on where we're at. So coming out of the ruck base, coming off scrum plays, having open wide spaces where we have to react speed for chase. Anything sort of like that, we can bring context in the game is going to improve our agility. So it's more contextual, and we can apply it to that game. So those are the two ways you can sort of look at your training, ensure that we're adding these sort of components into our sessions. So for example, on our change of direction work, once we've got our fundamental base sorted, we can start looking at implementing some of that stuff into our warm-ups or extensive warm-ups, and then adding into the end some non-specific reaction and then specific reactions to players, cones, claps, whatever we want to do. And then the real contextual stuff comes from in our actual game-based drills, so with our skills coaches is where we're going to get the most bang for the buck with our game context reaction stuff. Hope that helped, guys. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to help you.